Alright, so here we are, coffee on the porch. Look at these clouds. It's like somebody painted blue swooshy stuff all over it. Is it going to rain today? Probably not. Is my solar stuff going to work? Probably not. They're not going to get recharged. What else is new? Man, there's another solar light. That one works. That one gets it pretty good right there, so it kicks on at night. But these clouds are ridiculous. The birdies are like, yeah, Mama gave us cake, peach cake, a half a peach cake. Yeah? You gonna sing for me? Who's gonna feed you when I move? I do. I worry about these things. I'm sorry. My neighbor does feed them, but not in the front. She feeds them in the back, which is probably why she's got possums coming. Just saying. And one of the branches broke off my butterfly tree over here. I saw it in the yard yesterday, and I asked my husband if he broke it off because he likes to damage my property, my trees and things. And he said, no, I saw it there by the fence. I'm like, okay. So, but he can't pick it up because I got the gate locked and I have the key. I alone have the key because these two idiots can't close the gate. But anyway, I went and priced out a Penske truck. The 22 and 26 footers it's going to be about $1,700, which is not too bad. My husband said, oh, that sounds like a lot of money. I'm like, oh, God, help me, Lord. So he's out of the running. I'm not letting him do anything. And I'm going to call up U-Haul as soon as I finish my lovely cup of second coffee here, my second cup. The time change, I'm waking up at 11:30. Okay, wonder why. Instead of 12-ish. Anyway, yeah, I want to get a lot of the junk out of here. A lot of my stuff out of here. Yeah, you little birdies are eating now, right? Yeah, Mama's feeding them. There goes the ice cream guy. He's Turkish. Or Egyptian, or something. Nice guy. At the end of the night, one night, years ago, me and Gene walked down. I think he was about 7 or 8 years old. I said, you got any ice cream? I was going to pay him. He's like, no, you're a neighbor. I wouldn't charge you. He gave us ice cream cones. Free. That's cool. So, I'm starting to bring some of the pots from the back in the yard. There's actually a sailboat out there. Go figure. On a day like today. Okay. I don't know where he goes to sell his ice cream. He has a lot of trouble with that truck mechanically, though. I feel bad for him. I was actually going to send Lester over there one night last week. And I said, why don't you see if you can help him a little bit while you're doing nothing? Yeah, there's that. Anyway, so I brought some pots up. I put it in my son's little red Tykes wagon. Yes, we still have it. And it still works. And it went through 2 hurricanes out in the yard. One of them where it got flooded out and everything. If that speaks to a testament of Little Tykes was made very well back then. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm using that to bring it up. I have another wagon that I bought. I didn't put it together yet or open the box even, which maybe I should do that today. Anyway, everything is a process. Everything is... I can't even describe. If he does something. Yesterday I had, my son put 2 cardboard boxes flattened underneath my mattresses, underneath my bed tent. Yes, in my bed. So I wanted to grab one out. It's a little too small. I started trying to do the whole closet yesterday. After I got through 6 inches of dog hair dust, tumbleweed. Anyway, I wound up putting the stuff back. A couple of the things I actually put downstairs. There was the Snoopy and Woodstock sleigh light up, the blow up, the inflatable. And then years ago I bought this scary monster for Halloween for my husband. And so I'm like, oh, there it is. Buried underneath toolboxes and stuff. Yes, I have my own toolbox. Why do I have my own toolbox, you might ask? I have my own toolbox because the guys can't remember where they put their stuff. So they come and they borrow my stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I have my own staple gun with 3 boxes of staples. Pick a size, guy. Pick a size. Yeah, and I have my own drill bits. Go figure. I really need to get my own drill because everybody's like, oh, it has to be charged. Oh, I don't know where it is. Oh, okay. So that's next. Maybe when I move after I get to the real, my forever home. You want to call it that. Anyway, there was a house that I had my eyeball on. Just very long, 2,600 feet. A ranch. And I just noticed it at 3 o'clock this morning that it has a contingent on it. I'm like, damn, kind of depressed about it. And even my husband's like, yeah, I like that one. I said, yeah, it had the cornfield right across, right at the end of the driveway there. You can go pick some corn anytime you want, whenever it's ready. So I don't think the guy would say anything. And it looked like really good cornfield too, really green. Anyway, I guess he knew what he was doing. So that's gone. So I started looking again. I'm like, I found another one. There's a couple of them on Realtor that I liked. And then I went on Zillow. I've been on Zillow because that's where I got the rental from. Anyway, my DE, here comes the sailboat. My DE Realtor called me the other night and he told me, I said, hey, what's going on? He said, well, I had a really bad month. And I'm like, okay, how so? And he was driving. I don't know. All these people call me when they're driving. I must be the time taker-upper, when they get bored. Everybody calls me when they're driving. I am not kidding. It goes back years. So I have my ears open. I listen. I'm a good listener. And he said his son died, 42 years old. Had a heart attack. He says I came in the house, and he had moved in back with him recently. And he brought his cane Corso with him. So now he's left, and he found him dead on the floor. So I'm almost in tears. I'm like, I had everything to hold it back. And so now he's got to take care of his dog, big, huge monster dog, and his own 2 little dogs. He's got some kind of pit and some other little mutt thing. I forget. But yeah, it's kind of sad. Anyway, he says he can't wait for me to get down there. I said, well, I told him. I said, I'm renting a townhouse. And so he's like, oh, that's great. So yeah, he can't wait to sell me a house, make some money. Yeah, I know. Whatever, he's a nice guy. I mean, I connected with him from the get-go. So connected with the management lady, which I just texted her, and I said, I think it's going to look like Monday that I'm going to be down there, because she wanted us to come down tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is. There's a couple of fishing boats out there. Anyway, that's what's going on. Bushcraft said that he was going to start doing the Bushcrafty Cooks on Monday nights at 9 o'clock. We shall see. He's going to take over that time slot. So that would be nice. Good fill. Good timing. Other than that, I ordered some Chinese food last night. Got some extra for today. And it was so funny because I texted my son. I said, I'm getting Chinese food. He walks in the door with Chinese food. We are on such a sync. The same wavelength. It's so funny lately. This is like the 3rd thing in a week. I'm like, I was thinking the same thing. It was just like, whoa. Yeah, we are connected somehow. Anyway, you all have a good day. I got so much to do. So much to pack. I got to clean out the fridge. Oh yeah, and then my husband asked me the stupidest question last night. He's like, are we going to take the freezer in the garage? I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't we? Well, how are we going to transport the food? So I said, I saved all the Reynolds wrap insulated bags from all the shipments. I said we're going to stick them in the bags, tie them up, put a couple of bags of ice, and they're frozen. They should last a couple of hours, 3-4 hours until we get them to Delaware. Good grief, it's hundreds of dollars worth of food. Why wouldn't I take the freezer? Are you serious? This is what I'm dealing with, guys. 2 + 2 does not connect up to 4. Anyway, pray. Just pray. Pray I don't kill somebody this week. Oh yeah, and I asked them to take all the junk off my desk in the garage. It's not my junk. It's your son's junk. I was like, well, I don't care. I said, throw it in a box. Yeah, I'm losing it. Throw it in a box and hand it to him. You know, I'm done with this baby immature crap. Anyway, wish me luck. Have a good day, guys. I'm going to try. See you later.